We came to Silkfutures to do some rapping with Benny and Nathan, and it was fun. We were just going in the booth and experiencing things we never done before.
My name's Abena Mensah. I'm the Young Persons Coordinator at National Theatre Wales. It was a 14-week project, and the objectives were for the kids to create an EP, which is like a mini album, and then document that process and film a music video. There was also other arms of it to like show some of the kids about filming and photography and backstage and tech, and to do some more like practical things like this chair. We just wanted to kind of try and inspire the kids to be creative and try something new.
Initially started about 12-18 months ago, where I met with a few staff from NTW, and I had this idea that I wanted the pupils to write poetry or music to express their story, and then have others perform that so they could hear their story being shared. And it developed into something totally different. And then it started on a Thursday with a performance from Abena and Benny and some of the other boys.
They can never do it like me, bro. They've lost their weight like Dino.
But in that moment, when everyone was sat down here and the performances were happening, you could tell that it was going to work. And then you could see relationships form, and then week upon week, they were getting stronger and stronger. And some of our really, really disengaged pupils started to constantly want to come in on a Thursday and engage. We're seeing pupils do things that they never would have done before because of this process.
Benny don't walk when they're calling me. You can't draw me out, but I'll paint you a picture. We were like chalk and cheese.
The first day we just started off with inductions, so it was like introducing us. We did a performance, and then progressively then each week just building trust with young people, with the pupils, and getting them to eventually start writing their own music, and yeah, producing their own music as well.
We had a trip to the Wales Millennium Centre. They got a tour around the whole building. And then they also got to do some rigging. It was like an exhibition of a piece of artwork, and the kids basically got to build it, which was really, really cool.
The nicest thing was like when Silkfutures came in, Benny and Isaac and Nathan, and they managed to create an environment where the young people were really into making the music, like doing the rap. So there was like a hardcore group, I'd say about 5, 6. They didn't just say, come up with a rap and sit at the table. They basically played games about rhyming and stuff, found like creative structures behind actually creating raps, and I thought that was really clever.
So today we're here at Silkfutures and re-recording on tracks, having fun, writing bars with Nate and Ben.
We went to the studio to professionally record all the demos that we'd been working on throughout this project. And to see how far they've come from when we started here, absolutely no interest, like, you know, complete stubborn to the idea of making music, and now to see them in the studio, putting their music down, recording the songs with confidence as well, like it's good.
I think it's bigger than maybe the studio. I think the fact that they are able to write, turn that into art, record that piece of art in front of each other. You know, boys are boys, isn't they? They don't want to do these things in front of their peers. They get embarrassed or shy or whatever. So to see these young people do that, write that, put that out there forever and ever is something that I don't think that we as a team would have been able to achieve. But the staff at NTW, your good self, Abena, the boys, patience and consistency and that encouragement has taken them to this place where hopefully they'll go on and do something else like this in the future. With a pupil with a camera, when NTW came in and this was an offer, is something that he really, really got into quickly. So much so that the tutor, Lauren, brings her camera in now, and they seek out opportunities to carry out this kind of work, which is quality. You know, if it sparks an interest, that's a positive interest, then brilliant. I think the other one is this chair. Actually, we got a pupil who historically has been known to just stick to his class. Socially, he can sometimes struggle in different environments, but when this chair was upstairs with Lauren and her class, he made his way up to take part in decorating and painting this chair, and he engaged beautifully with pupils that he normally wouldn't have engaged with. In fact, he's been down here for quite a lot of the sessions, not actively involved, but you can see that he's interested. And again, if that just sparks, you know, this is what I want to do when I leave school, or maybe next year if we do more projects, then that's perfect.
Yeah, I do think they've enjoyed it. I think it's really good for them to like get out of their comfort zone, to sort of like push them to places where they probably wouldn't think they would ever go, or certain things they would ever, because a lot of these learners, they probably wouldn't have had the chance to be able to do something like this and actually come out on the other side of it succeeding and doing really well for themselves.
My favourite part's been when I was in like the studio with Benny, Nathan, probably best partner.
They've come to us having made mistakes, and I'm hoping that projects like this give my team confidence to take a few more risks and give them the trust and reassurance that we believe in them. And in terms of learning, look, everyone's totally different, right? We've got pupils who haven't engaged in this project whatsoever, and they've gone off and they've done their academic side of things. But definitely creativity, arts, whether that's theatre arts or not, is a super useful vehicle for getting these pupils to tell their story, because ultimately all they want to do is get heard, and then they can be heard via music, film, photography, whatever. So it's about us being adaptable and being willing to take those risks and trust those young people.